Hello there, folks. Me again, Brandon Wenzel, doing another food review for you. I forgot to mention on the last video. Okay, so I'm tentatively calling these videos Brandon's Sampler Platter. I've been, at this point if I'm still using it anyway, I don't know if I will or not, I would have been using this for a number of videos by now. So that's kind of what I'm calling this series. I put up on Facebook if anybody had any suggestions. I really only got one. And it wasn't, it wasn't a bad suggestion, but it wasn't what I was personally looking for. So yeah, I mean, if any of you folks watching this, still early enough in on this that, if I do decide to make it more of a thing, that, you folks can let me know, hey, that name is terrible, and you should feel bad for having ever come up with it. You shouldn't try to make people feel bad, even if it's me. I can take it, but come on. But it's the internet, so you expect it. But yeah, if any of you folks have any other ideas, otherwise it's Brandon's Sampler Platter, unless I can think of something else. Anyway, do another little review for you guys. I got done with the Kool-Aid mystery thing, the mermaid crap, and then, like I said in the last one, I'm doing kind of food, drink, that kind of thing to sort of balance things out. So that leads us to our next drink. What is said drink? Boom! With the boom and such. Goslings! Oh man, that freaking... Sorry, the thing is just killing it. Goslings Ginger Beer with the refreshing zap of ginger since 1806. That's pretty old. God damn, that's pretty old. Wow. I wonder if that's... I might actually look this up because, as far as I understand, the oldest continuously commercially available soda in America is another ginger drink called Vernors, which, oh man, Vernors is fucking awesome. It is. If you like ginger sodas and stuff like that, Vernors is way, way up there, in my opinion. And I believe after that, it's Hires Root Beer. I don't know where this falls. It says it's from 1806, though. So, I don't know. Maybe it was, yeah. Anyway, it's got a picture of a seal on it. Otherwise, very plain packaging. Ingredients: carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, of course. Natural ginger beer flavor. Natural ginger beer flavor. What the hell does that mean? Like, does that mean there's ginger in it? Or what? I don't know. Then you got citric acid gum, yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I saw this over at Jewel, which is supermarket, Illinois, you run into sometimes. I don't know if there are other places or not, but they're near me. And they've got a little section by their drinks where they have things that are a little bit more high profile. Maybe not high profile, but a little bit more like upscale drink-wise. So you've got your bottled root beers, like your IBC, your Spretzes and stuff like that. You got your Green River and things. And this was one of the things that they had there. It was a new item. And I figured I'd give it a shot. Now, I like ginger beer. Sometimes. I love ginger-flavored things, which will come up with a later item that I'm going to do. The only thing with ginger beer is that if you've never had it, it's like ginger ale, but amped up in the ginger flavoring. And as a result, you kind of either go with it or you don't. And I've had some pretty heavy extremes. I've had some stuff where it really was just kind of like a notch above your ginger ales, which for me was perfectly fine because I like ginger ale, so giving it just a little extra kick was nice. I have also had ones that just flat out tasted like I'd gone over there. I don't even know exactly where ginger grows or how it does the things and stuff, but however it does that, I think it's a root, if I'm not mistaken. I dug that thing out of the ground and just started chewing and freaking sucking on it. So those I am not so big on. But, so yeah, ginger beer, hit or miss for me. So, I'm hoping the Goslings will be a hit. It's from 1806, it's been around a while. Doesn't necessarily mean a good thing. Just, racism and shit was around before that. It's not good. But hopefully Goslings, they're, it's gotta be better than racism, to be fair. So, that could be their tag, like, Goslings, we're better than racism. But hopefully they're way better than racism. They've gotta be, I would hope. It would be pretty freaking awful if it wasn't. But yeah, I'm gonna give this a shot. Like I usually like to do a little story or something to associate myself with the product that I'm giving a shot, because maybe it's entertaining for you folks. I don't know. Give me feedback, folks. By all means, I'm very interested in what people have to say about these things. So, do I have anything specifically to say about ginger beer? I think that's just a mark. No, I mean, really, like, the only thing would be, this for me has been a thing where I've seen some people point it out, and maybe it's definitely not just a white kid thing, because I've seen other people post it too. But as a kid, and I always associate it as being more of a white kid thing, just because that was the only people I ever heard talk about it. But some of my African American friends have pointed out that they did this too. So maybe it's a locational thing. I don't know. But when I was a kid, if you weren't feeling so great, especially if at least for me, if my grandparents were taking care of me, you would get some gnarly tasting cough medicine, some chicken soup, and some Sprite and or ginger ale. And I always liked ginger ale. Thing was, it was weird. When I was a kid, because I remember there used to give me Canada Dry. Canadian Dry. And I really liked it. Then when I got older, and because it wasn't something I just bought for myself usually, but I came across it, at a store or something, I tried it again. And I really wasn't that big into it. I found it to be very, very weak compared to, like, Werner's. There's another one, too, that I can't think of off the top of my head. But I found it to be very weak tasting in terms of, like, a ginger-flavored soda. But it's perfectly fine, and they do some good flavors. I think they have, like, a raspberry or something like that, which is pretty solid. But just the standard stuff. Not that great, in my opinion. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and try this, because I'm holding it, and that's bringing the temperature up and all that stuff. That wasn't my fridge, so... I can, this is like around by my stomach, I can smell the ginger from here, so there you go. Oh, that's some strong ginger. That is definitely a ginger beer smell. You cannot mistake this for ginger ale. So, let's see how it goes. Ooh. Excuse me. Okay. Alright, so, remember when I was talking about two extremes just a little bit ago? With, the ones that are just a little bit stronger than the ginger ale, and then on the other end you got the one where you sound like, tastes like you're sucking teat of a freaking ginger tree or whatever. This one is somewhere firmly in the middle between those two. It's not as burny as some of the stronger ginger beers that I've had, but again, it's definitely out of like the ginger ales. Werner's, in my opinion, at least, is probably the strongest in terms of flavor, in terms of like the commercially available ones that are more readily available anyway. This is stronger than that for sure, and it's got more of the ginger isn't like super overwhelming in the flavor. It has almost like a little bit of a bitterness at the end of it. So it's not a terribly sweet drink. It's kind of weird, but not in a terrible way by any means. Far better than racism. But yeah, it's a good ginger beer. Again, like for me, I don't want this super duper strong stuff. But at the same time, if I'm getting a ginger beer, you know, I generally want that little extra oomph over the standard ginger ales. This, I think, provides that. The underlying taste, of the ginger beer is still pretty good. But I don't know, it's not overly inviting to me. Again, it's not bad. But again, it has kind of a weird flavor profile to it. Maybe because the ginger flavor is, sorry, I just had some congestion and stuff like that. Maybe because the ginger flavor is a little bit more dialed back. So you're tasting a little bit more of the, I guess, you know, like the other ingredients, the corn syrup and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. It's just this ginger beer flavor, which means nothing. Yeah, it smells stronger than it tastes. And the initial drink that I had of it, surprisingly, was probably stronger than the ones I've had after. I say surprising because usually with drinks like this, you get more flavor kind of at the bottom where stuff, you know, starts to settle a little bit more and kind of condenses the flavor, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it's a solid enough ginger drink. If you're looking to go over there and up your game from the... Definitely don't go from Canada Dry to this. Your fucking head will explode. But if you're looking to go, you know, something... Seagram's, that's the one. I like Seagram's too. If you're looking for something to go a little bit higher than like Seagram's or Werner's, maybe give this one a shot. I wish I could recommend like a... excuse me again. Wish I could recommend like a really good ginger beer that I'm fond of. But I don't have one off the top of my head because I don't buy ginger beer that often. And usually when I do, I'm trying a new ginger beer. So, this one, again, pretty good. I'm trying to compose my words. If you're looking for something that's going to taste like a ginger ale, this I don't think is exactly going to be your thing. But again, if you're looking for a little bit more bite to it, this might not be a bad place to start. There's other ginger beers out there. I've certainly had ones that I preferred to this, but I've also had ones that I really did not prefer to this. So for me, this is kind of a middle ground one. It's decent enough. I bought a 6-pack of it. I will definitely drink the 6-pack of it. And yeah, I mean, you know, certainly worth trying. It's been around since 1806, you know, so hey, good on it. And it's got the refreshing zip of ginger with a seal, who is apparently named Stormy. Stormy the Seal. Yeah, okay. But, yeah, anyway, so that's Goslings. It's, you know, if I were going to go over there and kind of, out of a 10, I don't know. You know, maybe like a 6.5, something like that. And mind you, like, when people use, like, the 1 to 10 scale, they usually tend to think in terms of, like, oh, you know, 10 is, like, 100%, blah, blah, blah. But, like, no, like, you gotta think, like, it's not working off, like, the American grading system. You know, like, 5 is, like, dead down the middle. That's, like, average. So, 6.5, it's above average. But, yeah. So, anyway, that's Goslings. I'm gonna put it down now, finish that off a little bit later. Anyway, folks, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to end this video. I like to end it with a little bit of positivity. So, whatever the hell you're doing, whether you've outlasted racism since 1806. Maybe you're Stormy the Seal, and you're still going over there and fighting the good fight. I don't know. Whatever you're doing, I hope you have a fantastic day, fantastic week, fantastic month, all that good stuff. Fantastic life. Try to go out and do something good today if you can. If you can't, at least try not to go over there and fuck anybody over. I think that's the least that we can do as a society. If we could just get to that neutral point. Boy, oh boy, wouldn't that be nice. Anyway, that's Goslings. This is Brandon Wenzel. I'm going to go ahead and end this off. This was Brandon's sampler platter, by the way. So, just to tag that in there. And if you folks have any suggestions for names or even products that you want me to try, by all means, let me know. So, bye!